So, in that case, who would like to do a recap of last week's events? I guess we'll roll, unless someone specifically wants to do it.
One day, Mark, you won't have to recap. I believe in you.
Let me see here. Look at my notes here. Okay. So previously on the By Wings of Ashen Crow, we were finally going to take out the hideout. We figured we could get in and we could go take out the boss. It was then that we met up with Howling Silence joined us. They also, I guess, got conscripted into service. Welcomed aboard the team. Discovered that he's a Kenku and he has the ability to use magic. Origin still kind of unknown, but this gave us the opportunity, said Gelvin, to split up, and we decided that that's the way we were going to do it. So we had Sniper and Howling Silence. Yeah, always split the party. Yeah, exactly. We had them stay back, and we knew there was a single sentry on the roof, and they kind of set up there while Gelbin and Mariel went out through the through the sewers, and we took with us the red band fellow, sort of to guide us. Mario and Gelbin and the lackey, we came across some strange vegetation that grows in these pipes called booms, named by the goblins. They're explosive. They can be quite deadly. And Mario basically asked Gelvin to collect them all, and we set them up towards where we thought the entrance would be to the back room. We also realized we'd access to the front from this pipe way back to the front, where meanwhile Howling Silence and Sniper were kind of charging in. They kind of came in all commando, and they ended up more or less getting ambushed by could we just say a strange humanoid and his dog. They fought for some time, and Mariel and Gelbin charged in through the back. Let's see here. Yeah, so yeah, it was basically a huge fight where eventually we discovered Rat Fucker and his brother, and we sort of ended up fighting them. Gelbin and Mario ended up fighting the two of them in the back, while Sniper and Howling Silence kind of fought in through the front at the same time. Things were pretty dire and deadly. We were very lucky, and thankfully too, we sort of did a tactical. Mario and Gelbin sort of worked together, and we did this tactical retreat thing and lured them back out through where we gathered the boom moss, and basically managed to take out, or actually get both Ratfucker and his brother to sort of submit to us. It was then that we were, there was a deal? Gelvin, do you want to walk me through that? Because Mario kind of like went away from that, so I didn't write down too much about it, but Mario ended up leaving.
Yeah,
and...
basically, Mario went to check with the rest of the party, make sure they were okay and secure, while Gelvin dealt with the prisoner.
Yeah.
Where Gelvin basically cut a deal with him, as to say, hey, if you give me your stuff, and he offered to already pay us, when he had stuff, then I would basically take the corpse of one of his currently dead and burned lackeys, fit it in his armor, and then pass it off as him. So that's what we did. Now, of course, what actually happened, as far as anyone is concerned, is that while we were down there, he tried to escape and he fell into some of the moss and it blew up, and it was bad. It was bad. It was not good.
Yeah, you set that whole thing up. It was beautiful. It was so awesome. It kind of took me by surprise. I think that's probably why I wasn't taking the notes. Sniper and Howling Silence managed to take out the crazy dude, and then the dog was left. How did that shake down exactly in the end? You guys befriended the dog?
Kind of.
It's not hostile towards us. It's on our ship now, so you can say that.
I think it was really sad when you killed its master, and then it kind of went sad, and then I forget who, but somebody went. I think Gelbin befriended it a little bit, so maybe it just went from hostile possibly to not hostile.
So
neutral,
neutral,
yeah,
not
neutral.
quite friendly, but not still in that middle zone.
Working on it.
Yeah. So, and we succeeded in our first mission, right? And that was awesome. We got paid, which felt good, and we're back in our ship. We got a second job on Terra,
Yep. One
and
bounty
I believe,
down. We go.
yeah, boom, yeah, that's right. I just recapped.
All right, give yourself some inspiration.
Oh, thank goodness! I used my inspiration last time, and that was epic.
I
Great.
use it.
Yeah.
Man,
Save
that's
old
crazy.
Gelvin. Or nat 20. And
All right.
misfire.
So you guys just had finished up and reported in on what had happened. And you come back on the ship, take a long rest, and when you wake up, this is where we are. The music didn't change for some reason.
God damn it! My ship! I think we had to talk about taking care of that dog.
Yes. I think you probably noticed first. But Mario wouldn't be. He likes cleanliness too.
Listen, pretty sure, Mario said that Silence and, Sniper were going to have to take care of him because they're the ones who didn't kill it. Just 'cause it slept in my room.
That doesn't look like it slept in your room.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
I'll be walking along. I'm ready to go to talk to Gelman about the next mission. And I'll get to the hallway here. I'll look down at the puddle. Gelban, Sniper, Howling Silence, get out here now.
Gelvin will probably take us out to his door and be like, oh shit.
That's exactly correct. You need to clean up after this dog, like you said you would.
Oh shit.
Literally.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna point at Harry and be like, bad dog, Harry. You don't.
Whoa. He just stares at me.
You know, we probably should have set
Show
up
him
a
the
place
toilet.
for him to shit.
Show him the toilet.
I don't
He's
think
gotta
he's gonna
poop in the toilet like the rest of us.
Come here, Harry.
Gelbin,
Yeah.
you are in charge. You're gonna be in charge of making sure that this animal gets properly trained.
Come on, Harry. Come here.
Sniper, I believe you're on cleaning duty. Wait, can I play it back to my room?
I'm gonna point at this and be like, "Did you do this?"
He sits down and stares at it.
I'm gonna give him my, a stern look.
Hey, give me an animal handling check.
Let's see. It's not terrible. Roll. 22. 22 is the first one.
All right. He looks down at it, and then he finally closes his mouth. And, he seems to feel a little bit ashamed of himself. I mean, he sort of slumps down as he walks closer to you and sort of nuzzles at your, I guess it would be your chest.
Oh, it's alright. You didn't mean it. I'll pet him on the side of the head, and I'll walk him over here and see about training him on this apparatus.
He tilts his head as he looks at it and just he seems confused, but with your guidance, you can at least get him onto the toilet, and he just sits there for a minute and stares at you.
Now you do this over here, and I'll point back to this and this.
Go grab a handful and dump it in the toilet.
Do we have any bags?
I said a handful.
Yeah, exactly. Do I have a bag to put it in?
Nah, just your bare hand, man.
Grab some toilet paper from the restroom. There's got to be some.
We actually use a bidet, so it's all water, no paper.
I mean, I'm just saying, you better be careful because you're cleaning this shit up.
Yeah, you are on cleaning duty.
Mario put you on cleaning duty. I'm on training.
I was already on cleaning duty. I gotta keep this ship looking clean.
You probably have like a hand vacuum.
Floor buffer behind me.
Oh, that means he has the poop inside of him.
Oh no!
Well, I don't normally poop, so this is how I poop. That's other
This is how he
people's.
poops.
It's actually a bit of a turn on.
Alright, so Harry doesn't seem to quite get the concept yet, but you feel like you're well on the way to teaching him how to poop in a toilet.
We're gonna go in here, back to my room, grab like a change of clothes because I'm not touching shit. I'd rather throw out a shirt than have poop in my hands. Grab this here. Take it, and I'm gonna drop it into the toilet and flush it.
Excuse me.
He watches you curiously, and his head like swirls around with the swirl of the toilet.
See out here, I'm gonna wiggle the handle just for emphasis. When you're done, you do that.
You teach him how to flush the toilet and everything.
Yeah, dude, I
It's gonna be great.
I gotta train him. Train him good.
By the way, we should probably address that the ship has been officially titled. Would you guys like to reveal what the title of the ship is? As I'm sure everyone can see.
Led Zeppelin.
Let's hope that it flies better than one.
Yes. Man, Sniper, you're pretty good at this cleaning stuff, man.
You're my Hoover out here.
You got that shit taken care of pretty quick, literally.
Nice.
Check all the rooms.
By the way, Mark, you took a long rest so you can give yourself all your health back.
Thank you. I will do that right now.
I think I check this room. Double check it anyway. Make sure you didn't poop anywhere near me.
All right, Harry. Come on, let's go.
All right, so eventually that finishes up, and you feel like, again, Galvin, that he's not ready yet to poop in the toilet, but you think you're well on your way to teaching him how to. So with that,
Keep working on it. It's fine.
what do you guys do about this job that you had?
Well, we have the coordinates, right?
Yep, they gave you coordinates for the drop site, and then for the I guess the retrieval site, and then the drop site.
Oh yeah, because we had to pick them up on Terra, so.
Yeah.
I guess we start by going there, right? And I'm pretty sure I have warned everybody that something's off about
Yorban?
this.
I agree. Something's fishy.
Something's not quite right, but
They said something about the last guy screwed up. They damaged the goods.
now we don't get paid to ask questions, but
Doesn't mean we can't ask questions.
exactly. Well, for now we'll play it. We'll play it by their terms, but let's be ready for the status quo to change.
Don't be ready.
Harry, are you okay? He's just sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, he's just sitting on the toilet.
I pick him up and move him so I can offload my
Offload all jettison cargo.
Listen, maybe a little bit at a time you're gonna clog that thing.
I activate a special button I have located on it called Full Turbo,
Full turbo.
and the water just starts going.
He sits there and watches very closely.
That's what you gotta do.
Alright, so you guys, I assume, are heading toward the retrieval site.
Yeah, do I have to call into a docking bay, or do I have to establish with Yorban,
I
I
didn't
guess?
give you a number. You can probably assume that there wouldn't be one on Terra, unless it was like a really well-known one,
Yeah,
which
okay.
there isn't really any. Alright. So you guys start heading over to the site. It's not too long from where you are. It probably takes like due to the speed of your ship, once you leave atmosphere, you could probably get there in a couple of minutes. And you land down, and as you're beginning to make your landing, again, you see it's pretty much more of the same as before. There's pretty much ruins of old town. Completely, it's pretty much dust at this point. But there's only enough clearing for maybe like your ship and then one other maybe smaller one. So you could tell that this definitely isn't like a well-trafficked area. And the warehouse that you see is really rusted out. And as you begin to land, you can notice there's a man standing there with maybe one or two others at his side. He's heavily covered in bandages, and even from a distance you can tell his body is just covered in sores and injuries. And he's standing next to a few different crates piled up at the side, some of them a little long, some of them more cube-shaped. And you make your landing down about like 100 feet from that. And he stands there intently as he waits for you.
Well,
Suppose we'll
let's go check it out.
Harry, come on, let's go outside.
If you're taking that thing, you put it on a leash.
There's no leash laws on Terra.
Yeah,
That's true.
Actually, yeah, think about it for a second. That's correct. You're right. It's not within their jurisdiction to ask. And I continue walking forward.
All right, so there's no map for this, but I'll put you on the brand new planning board.
God.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, a blank sheet that says planning board.
I love it.
Just to show you guys that this is here now. If you ever want to make plans in the future, I can put you here so you can draw it out instead of having to think it out in your brains.
Love it.
But anyways, so you begin to head out, and he shifts. His arms were previously folded in front of his chest, and he sort of stands with them at his sides now as he watches you. I take it you're the ones here for the cargo.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And as you say that, he waves one of his hands. You see that at his side is strapped what looks to be a whip. And as he waves his hand toward the cargo, the two men start to walk over, and they're sort of messing with some of the straps that are holding it on. And he says, "Just to be sure, who sent you?"
Yorban?
Yorban. Checks out. All right. So, this year, while you're talking, I'd like all of you to make either investigation or perception checks. Just make sure you grab it all. He already paid the fee, and I'll get the confirmation later. Let's see here. Gelvin got a 21, it looks like. So, Gelvin, as you're talking, you take a look around, just maybe curiously peeking toward the warehouse behind, and you can see that there is it's pretty well maintained on the inside, although everything is rusty, but you can tell that it's at least functional. And you see that there's a lot of men and maybe one or two women that are working pretty much in rags. And you see that they're not all completely desiccated and thin, but for the most part, they're roughly the same condition as most of the other people on Terra. And Sniper, you would also notice that. And also, Gelbin, you probably take a look toward your back, and you notice that in the sand, maybe 90 feet away, just notice randomly a small metal glint that catches your eye.
Okay. He's just kind of casting his eyes around right now. He's not gonna make any moves toward anything. He might head toward that glint if an opportunity arises that lets him go that way.
You've been working for Dorban very long?
No, not very long. We just started.
He's a very particular man. Just started working with us recently too, but hopefully that'll blossom into a regular relationship. He's helping to pay our way off this planet.
Our way, I'll ask.
All the people here, they're in four-year jobs to get off planet, and it's another 10 years of work, and then they're free men.
Is that what's going on back there? And I'm gonna kind of nod toward the warehouse.
Yeah, they're all part of the work plan.
Gonna incite him.
Sure.
18.
He seems to be telling the truth. You also get a feeling that this guy is probably been working all of his life toward this goal. And as you look him over again, you see all of his sores and injuries, and you notice also that 2 of his fingers are missing. And it seems like maybe he's a little more weary than you previously had thought. He seemed very stoic, but seems maybe like perhaps a bit overworked.
Okay. You said that that glint was like behind me, like back toward our ship, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like under your ship, but it's off to like maybe the left of your ship.
Okay. When we start heading back, if there's anything else anybody wants to say to this guy, go ahead. But when we start heading back, I might go investigate that.
Why don't you go take a look around? I'll keep talking to this guy. What kind of cargo are we dealing with here? Is it dangerous in any way?
It's mining supplies. I mean, I don't know too much about it myself, but he said not to cause any damage at all. Said it was very expensive. My man, they've been working. Never seen anything that's been expensive come through here before, but like I said, he's helping to get us out of here. And as he's speaking, you notice that one of the people that was working was previously standing behind the cargo, and he's slowly inching his way toward you, sort of looking at the guy, and then toward you, and like crab walking very quietly toward you.
Someone's walking toward us, eh?
See, it looks suspicious. Do I have a funny sense?
Yeah,
Give me an insight check.
Exactly.
2.
It seems like he's very intimidated or scared by this guy, and maybe like he's trying to get your attention or talk to you, but privately.
I'll give him a subtle nod as if to say, one moment. And I'm gonna look back at this guy. Do I have any sense about him?
He is just standing there. You can feel like he just has a very commanding presence here.
Okay. I get it. I'm starting to do the like B-cop thing, starting to piece things together. I'm gonna look down at Gelbin, give him a facial gesture as if to say he's gonna definitely want to look around. I'm gonna look back at Sniper.
With that, I'll kind of head off toward. I'm gonna go look at that silver thing if nothing's kind of impeding me toward it. But I'm gonna make it look like just kind of wandering around. But I'm also gonna be keeping kind of one eye on what's going on back there at the ready, just in case.
Do you guys need help loading it on, or you think you got it?
I'll look back over my shoulder. We'll definitely need help loading it aboard.
All right, I'll call out 4 or so my men. They can do it.
I suppose.
Like I said, we already got paid.
Best passage is in through the airlock there.
What was that?
I suppose the best passage is in through the airlock, then turn kind of right into the cargo.
Yeah, there's probably like a door that comes down. Here, let's go back to the ship so we can look at it.
The airlock's right
There's
beside
probably
it.
a door that comes down.
Ah,
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Otherwise, it would be difficult.
Loading
to,
ramp.
Yeah, exactly. I think like right here actually is.
Makes sense. There we go.
Like, yeah.
All right, so we'll show them the loading ramp. I guess Sniper's gonna have to set that up. I'm gonna ask him to finish the dealing with this guy.
Ask Sniper too.
Yeah.
Take care of the logistics. Finish up the final checklist.
All that sort of
Make
stuff.
sure they get all in.
He's got an eye for detail.
pull out my trusty clipboard on the opposite side of my blade. shoots out.
In very precise penmanship, almost like you're typing it as opposed to writing it.
No, it's just a stamp.
It just has exactly what you need written on it at any given time.
It's just that like my fist has like the stamp, all the letters, and
like
just
you
rotary
roll
spins.
stuff? Yeah, I got you.
It just rotary spins to what I need, and pop, 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 and I just punch the paper over and over again.
Nice. Yeah, he goes through with you, and he brings up the fact that the orders were not to open the cargo, so you could see that there's seals on the lid, and they don't seem to have been broken.
Put that on the checklist. Seals not broken when received.
And he sort of walks you around it and shows you to make sure you can confirm and all that, what there is and isn't. It seems to all be there. So while they're doing that, what are you doing, Mario?
I'll walk over towards that guy that was, I believe you said crab walking?
Yeah.
Okay. I will walk over towards him and look down at him.
He sort of looks a little frightened for a second, and then he sort of gives the next sound. He's like, "Oh, you guys own that ship?"
It's the Led Zeppelin. I'll save the look of pride on my face. I'll keep my head down, not to show up my glowing eyes yet, making sure the hood's kind of covering most of my ASMR features.
It's a really amazing ship. I've never seen anything like that before. And even though you know that the ship looks like crap because it's so rusty still, he's actually serious about saying that. Look, I don't want to impose, but do you think maybe I could get off this planet with you guys? Don't tell the boss, though. If he heard that we're trying to get off, he'll whip us again.
I'm going to step closer to him. I'm assuming I'm taller than him.
Yeah. He's also, like, hunched over in a submissive fashion.
He wouldn't have legal right to leave, would he?
No, legally, you don't have right unless you pay the fee or somebody decides to rescue you. But he doesn't have, the right to leave just because he's here.
I'm afraid you have no legal precedence to leave, do you?
He sort of gives a deep frown at that. It's like, yes, sorry, sir. It was terribly rude of me to he's sort of stammering.
How much is the fee?
1 gold piece.
I will pay the fee.
Except you don't have gold.
No. How much?
That's the catch.
Oh, it's an actual gold.
They have to pay in gold. That's fucked up.
Oh my god. Really?
Yep.
I'm gonna look down. Fee is 1 gold piece. I'm just gonna say it flatly.
Yeah, he sort of looks dejectedly at the ground, and he's like, yes, I told me that since I was a child. I know that quite well. I'm sorry, sir. I shouldn't have bothered you. When he starts to turn around and dejectedly shuffle back toward the warehouse.
I'm going to just keep staring towards the ground, painfully aware that some things, some places you can never get to. I know that pain myself. And I'll walk back towards the ship, my crew. I just want to know, did anybody else see me talking to that individual?
I know you weren't being stealthy per se, but roll me a stealth check just to, you know,
Okay,
so it's on the table.
Sure. I was more concerned about Gelbin.
I don't know. Was he away from the ship as opposed to me going closer to the ship?
Yeah, they were like behind the cargo, so you wouldn't have seen him unless
Okay.
you were actively looking at him.
That's all I wanted to know.
I mean, I probably was like throwing like a glance over that way every now and again to make sure no one was like shanking him, but like I wasn't actively staring at him.
Yeah, you didn't notice. Yeah, makes sense.
It was like a. But
All right, so Gelvin, you start heading toward this glint that you saw out of the corner of your eye, and you're getting closer and closer, and you see that it's definitely something metallic, like in the sand. And as you start getting even closer, it has a sort of roundish shape. And then you notice it looks gold.
oh shit. Yeah, I guess I'll go over and kind of fish it out of the sand.
All right. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save. All right.
Trap.
23.
All right, so as you reach down and grab at this coin, suddenly the sand seems to sink in toward the ground, and you see a set of teeth coming up around it toward your hand, and you pull it away just in time, and you see before you what looks like a rotten, sort of broken down chest standing there with in its lid is just lined with broken teeth.
Motherfucking mimic. Yeah, I guess, you know, I'm gonna draw my gun and just unload into it.
Yeah, you notice immediately that since, you know, you're actually really good at quick draws anyway, that it doesn't react very well once it's failed to bite you, and you very easily unload your guns on it, and it just and shrivels on the ground.
What the shit? Fucking Terra, man. I'm assuming whatever was glittering was gone. It was part of its deception.
Yeah, you noticed it was actually on its tongue, and it disappeared once. Yeah.
Fucking Terra, man. This place is a shithole.
And you guys would know that probably mimics are actually very successful still, although you rarely find places where people come anymore. Because people always are looking for gold now, because it's worth even more than before.
Makes sense. Well, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and shrug and head back toward
What kind
Marielle.
of meat do mimics have?
Huh?
What was that?
What kind of meat do mimics have?
Ooh, true.
Do you want to make a nature check on that?
Are mimics edible? Is that a thing?
A nature check up too. That's a good idea. Actually, I won't. Never mind. I don't want to do that.
You know that they could be eaten, but they're very tough and slimy, and not delicious at all.
I mean, would they suffice for puppy chow?
Probably not, but people with Terra might eat it.
Well, the dog's not even about it. That's useless to me. It's useless to me.
Probably leave it
And
out.
unfortunately, Harry is not indigenous to Terra, so he hasn't taken on their bad appetite.
Figured we're gonna have to find some kibble for him sooner or later. Probably sooner, judging about how much he shit in that ship.
Yeah. All right. So you guys, what do you do after your little encounter there, Kelvin? Just head back to the ship.
Yeah. What What is Harry doing? Is he just kind of running around, stretching his legs?
Yeah, he's been running around, and you see that he's poking his nose into everything he can possibly do so, getting his head kind of stuck because it's pretty giant.
You used the bathroom while we were outside?
You checked the toilet, and
I took him out with us.
Oh, I forgot.
Like
I'm
outside.
sorry.
It's kind of Roman.
Sorry. Yeah, he not as far as you can tell.
Okay. All right. I'll just call him over to me, and I guess I'll head back toward the ship because they're loading stuff into it now, right?
Yeah, if you guys felt that you're ready, you could start loading in. A couple guys come out, and they look similarly injured as the man, but in different places. Obviously, they've got some callous hands and some sores and cuts that are bandaged up on their bodies, and they start to haul it in for you. And as they're doing this, the man, the foreman, I'll just call him, I don't think that's the proper title, but I'll call him that anyway, comes up toward you, Mario, says, "What did that guy have to say to you?" It seems that he had noticed the little encounter.
I'll turn back over towards him. I believe those are matters between me and the individual.
Sort of gives a bow, and you see that he just wants to do business. He's not interested in making a big ordeal. He's like, "Of course, sir, of course." And he backs off.
Have your folks got the cargo loaded yet?
Yeah, but I think it's all set now. Make sure none of those rats snuck in on you.
I will look at him. Rats?
Rats. Terror rats.
That's is that slang for people?
People.
Yeah, that's the pejorative term for people of Terra.
I will tilt my head up towards him. They're citizens.
Yes, of course, of course. Sorry, sir. And he sort of nods his head and bows politely at you. Now, just let me know if any of them gave you any trouble or anything.
I'll just kind of blankly turn from him, make my way back towards the Led Zeppelin. Can I see if Galvin's around? Is he on the ship then?
Yeah, I'm on the ship.
So everybody else is?
We're kind of hanging out on the ramp. Again, just kind of surveying everything, making sure nobody tries, the old slip of the dagger. He's used to those kind of things, so he kind of keeps an eye out for him.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, if you. Oops, sorry. Go on.
I was just gonna pretty much walk in, and I will start to inspect. We gotta look to see if anybody has stowed away aboard the ship. I do believe it is our due diligence.
All right, give me an investigation check. Or perception, whichever is better for you.
Well, I'll take the investigation.
All right, you begin to walk around. You check under some things. You check inside of containers that you're allowed to open. And sort of, you don't notice anything out of place. Anything else you guys would like to do before you head out?
No, I believe we're good.
All right, so from here it would take 1 day. I kind of gave you guys the short rest beforehand, but it would take you 1 day to get to Luna, and I mean long rest, not short rest. 1 day to get to Luna from where you are, and they gave you the coordinates for the drop location. And let me see if I still have this up real quick. Nope, that's not the right one. So just to remind you really quick, this is what you're working with right now, delivering mining supplies.
Yep.
And so you guys head out. The ship again, once you hit orbit, you feel the entire thing begin to shake and rattle. And you actually even hear a loud hiss, and a small fire actually breaks out in the engine room.
Oh, jeez.
Small fire, huh?
Hey, sniper,
Sounds
you
like
wanna
a job for me.
you wanna come fix this small fire before it becomes a
What?
large fire?
A sniper just runs over and he quickly seals it with a bit of sealant and puts a new band over where the hose was attached to the wall for it, and it seems to be working fine again. And eventually, after a day of rest, you guys land yourselves on Luna.
Can I spend that time trying to continue to train the Doge?
That was what I gave you earlier. Was
Oh, okay, I got you.
a long rest. Yeah, I just forgot to do it after the thing that we just did.
Fair enough.
So as you approach, you notice that there is a small clearing, and you head toward the moon, and the whole surface is white from a distance. And as you head a little bit closer, you notice there's flecks here and there of a stony sort of texture, and occasionally you can see what looks like very light vegetation from a distance. And finally, you come toward the surface, and you feel a bit of a tingle on your skin as you begin to land, and the almost snow-like soil sort of flutters around and creates a small fog around your ship once you land. You can see not too far away is a small little facility next to a giant mountain, and there's a little ship that looks like for transportation. And out front, you see a familiar sort of figure with a very large beard and a mining helmet on. And I'm going to ask real quick, do any of you have spacesuits?
Kind of.
Well, I do.
I can survive in space.
Nope.
All right. I ask, well, you guys can give me a nature check really quick. Nature or history?
To see if we remember that the moon doesn't have air.
No, it does have air.
16.
Terraform.
Yep, it terraformed it.
Okay. Has shitty air.
Galvin and Sniper, you would know that the moon has residual radiation on it. And while it's not going to kill you to stand on the surface, people that aren't used to this, i.e. aren't resistant to radiant damage, usually get sick after standing here for too long. And also, the air isn't as potent as it is on Earth. It's very thin. So people, if you're being too strenuous, you can run out of air fairly easily.
I'm good there. I don't breathe.
Yep, both Marielle and Sniper, you guys will be perfectly fine.
Sounds like it's me with the problem here. And I'll kind of bring that up to them, like, so I don't really want to get sick. How do you guys feel about this scenario? think you can go out and get their attention and then do business and we can jet? I think you'll need me.
If you remember, the job was to deliver it and to secure it, to protect it on the way to its destination.
No, maybe these guys will have a spare suit that I can wear.
I was gonna say, have we checked our ship for a spare suit?
Yeah, you actually find one suit sized for a medium creature. And it's very old, too. And you're not 100% sure if it has holes in it or not.
That'll do.
That'll do. So, it's a little tight around the chest.
Yeah, it's a little tight, huh?
A little tight around the chest, you know, the
Is that
length
because you're all in one leg?
Yeah. Gonna roll up the so what you basically see in my assumption is that you see like the sleeves like just pushed in to the point where like it's basically just the little hands there, and then like, you know, the legs pulled all the way up, so there's like just a lot of the material like bunched up.
Let me use duct tape to hold it together.
Exactly.
So that way it
We
doesn't
duct tape
all
this.
unravel.
Exactly. It's not the most, you know, great looking, but it's better than puking my guts out, so.
As you guys approach the stout dwarf with this massive beard, sort of kicking up moon dust as he's walking. Ah, so you finally made it, did you?
Yes, we've arrived.
And you got the cargo and it's not damaged, right?
That's correct.
not.
I'm gonna insight the check at this guy. Look him up and down.
Sure. Get a sort of hunch. Was that it just now, the 16?
Yep, sorry, it was a 16.
Yeah, I just didn't hear the noise, so I wasn't sure if it... Anyways. He seems to be very concerned about that point. About not opening it. And he sort of gives a huff. Ah! Good. Like I said, it'd be trouble if you damaged it. And, I'm Yorban. And then he sort of gives a whistle. And, out from, inside the building comes a man. He looks, quite similar, except he has a more bright, yellowish beard. That's my brother Corbin. We're twins, as I'm sure you can see. And, Tilbin, my older brother, he's busy, working the numbers. And, as he is standing here, you can notice, that there's another dwarf in here. He is heavily armored, and he even has a gun that is set up like a pillbox to point through his giant shield. Seem very heavily fortified. We just need to load the stuff onto this cart here, and then we'll push it through the mines and to the other ship.
Sounds pretty straightforward.
Very straightforward. If you fuck this up, I'd be surprised. And Corbin sort of just stoically stares at you. He's holding a giant axe in his hand. Oh, I see you've got a little fella, not quite adapted to the moon surface. Yeah, he begins to heavily chuckle. Haven't seen someone wearing one of those in quite a while.
Yeah. I haven't seen a dog with as big a beard as yours in quite a while either, friend.
Damn.
What was that?
You heard me, I think.
Easy there, easy there.
And you see Corbin sort of tenses up a bit and stares at you.
I ain't breaking eye contact.
Well, regardless, just do this simple task and you guys will get your money. Don't don't foresee any problems, but you never know in this job.
True, let's load it up. So we'll load it up into here.
Yet he actually offers a couple men to help you guys. They sort of help you pull it out and bring it along and setting it up on top. And you notice that this doesn't seem to have anything pulling it, and it doesn't actually seem to have an engine.
They did say push it over.
Yep. All right, now just you'll just have to push it.
I'm assuming you were gonna be wanting me to push it, then. I think I've got just the thing for this, don't I?
Well, hold on 1 second, because fucking clapping. As you guys put yourselves where you would be right now in this.
Well, if I'm going to be
situation,
going to push it, I'll be pushing it that way, right?
I'd probably be over here next to two friends.
Just as you guys are getting ready to start pushing, you see a shadow from behind this rock here. And then suddenly a number of figures appear leaping over it.
Oh, shit.
And Yorban's eyes open wide, and he immediately turns and jumps onto the cart, and he says, "Push it full force! Don't let the cargo get damaged!"
Roger that, dwarf.
And Corbin immediately lifts up his axe. And these figures, they all turn toward him at once and begin to leap toward him. And you guys begin to push away the cart?
Yes, sir. Full force.
And is everyone else also going to be pushing with them?
I'm not very good at pushing.
Well, hold on. I might be able to be better.
Now,
can I take a bonus action right now?
Sure.
I am going to take a bonus action, and I am going to use one of my gold dust, and it's going to be called Empower. So I temporarily boost my strength capabilities. For the next minute, I'm considered one size category larger for determining the size of creatures you can shove or grapple. I'm assuming that might help. And it also affects my carrying capacity as well. And
now,
advantage on
Mario,
strength
so you realize that with that, you could probably push this single-handedly. So the others, if you want, you can just climb onto the cart.
Get on! I'm gonna say start pushing it forward.
I'll climb up and I'll kind of be, I'll be like here and I'll pull out my my thing, and like if these guys look to be chasing after us, I'm just kind of readying myself to.
Are we gonna be pushing this cart at full speed or half speed?
That's a good question, Mario.
Let's see. How much does the cart weigh?
Basically, if it's half, then I'm going to cast a spell. Once again, double the carrying capacity of.
Go ahead.
So I'll cast enhance ability and use the bull's strength to give him advantage on strength checks and double carrying capacity.
So
yeah, so you can. This is like pushing nothing
normal
for
speed
you right now.
Awesome.
All right, so you guys are you're just shoving from behind and zipping past, and as you're doing this, you're noticing that about 10 or more of these black figures all come around from seemingly nowhere and begin to chase after you guys. So, gonna try something a little bit different for this, and hopefully it's not gonna be boring or go too quickly.
Interesting.
So you guys head into the mine, and you get to your cart's right around here. You should be able to move it. Can you try to move it real quick?
Yep.
Maybe you can't. Okay. And you're rushing through. You see all around you, they're intricately carved walls of stone directly into the mountain. You don't even see any support beams. It's just masterly crafted. And you see that there's little rails on the ground, but you're not a minecart or anything, so you can't actually fit onto them. But you can tell that this is definitely a route to go through normally. And Yorban's sitting at the front and he's shouting, "Just go as fast as you can! Don't let him touch it!" And you see as you're rushing ahead that there is a very large creature standing in the way as he's pointing you this direction. What do you do?
A very large creature. There's no way we can go through that creature, can we?
You think it would be possible? Well, 1 second. Let me get to this real fast. Because just so you know, this is using the chase rules. Yeah, I'm trying to look again what the exact thing was. All right, so you think that you could push around this. However, it would require either an acrobatics check, a driving check, or an athletics check, because you're pushing it by yourself right now to push around, or you can try to dispense of the creature another way if you can think of how.
Well,
there is advantage on your strength check.
I will make the strength check. I have advantage. I'll make athletics. And if I go around it, does it provoke an attack of opportunity normally?
It doesn't seem to actually be paying attention to you.
Okay, good. Let's go for it then. 16.
Yep, that is just enough.
Whew.
So you can move yourself, it would be 6 spaces ahead for your normal movement.
There.
And as you rush ahead, you sort of spin around and manage to swerve yourself to dodge this creature. And just as you do, it goes and turns to watch you as you're running off. And it just seems to not pay any attention. But any of you that might be watching behind will see that these people are just like swarming around it to walk around. They're not even being impeded by it at all. So you continue to move ahead, so you can give me 6 more spaces. But Yorban's at the front, and he's pointing in this direction. He's saying, "Go through there, the other way will take too long. We gotta get there fast before they catch us. As soon as we get to the ship, we can load it on immediately and fly off. I'll give you the money."
Can I insight him while we're doing this? I'm just sitting there with him.
How do you need to insight that? Come on, this is contraband. We are currently trying to get off of this planet.
Well, there's a lot of things that I'm questioning right now, not just the fact that it's contraband. But...
Well, I'm probably pushing while you guys are inciting, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's pushing. I'm gonna incite him because I'm kind of just sitting up there.
Yeah.
20.
We're a pile of boxes.
You could definitely tell that there is more to this cargo than he's putting on, especially now that there are such lethal people chasing you.
I was more going off of the whole so he said we can lower on the ship, he'll pay us, then what happens to us? He's gonna leave us.
Yeah, pretty much is what you gather.
So that's kind of what I was worried about.
Oh, I gotcha.
1 second here.
Because then we get swarmed by these guys while they make their hasty getaway.
As you head in, you notice that there is just a massive stack of crates and barrels and all sorts of supplies that are strewn about on the ground. And you can definitely move your way through them, but you have to figure out a way to navigate through. So I will require from you either an intelligence or investigation check or an acrobatics check. It is up to you. And you're feeling that the effects of your empower are beginning to slowly wane.
Yep. I'm gonna say, can I yell, "Sniper, find a way through this," and get him to navigate?
You do notice, by the way, that there is a steering wheel on this.
Oh my god. Sniper, take the wheel! I'll push, you take the wheel! And just keep pushing, and Sniper can now try. Gelbin, we might need some fire support. And I suppose Gelbin's still thinking in his head. Wait
I'm
a
still
second.
looking at this guy.
I love it. I love it. This is so awesome.
I'm assuming that this is not considered a space vessel.
No, but I will let you do it with disadvantage.
Cool.
How much harder could it be? Space vessels are definitely more difficult than this. So simple he can't understand it.
You don't have proficiency in land vehicles?
There's only a wheel? What do you mean there's only a wheel? This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if you were proficient with land vehicles, I'd just give it to you flat out.
Yeah.
Where's the
that, so.
where's the warp drive? Where's the
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, the options were perception potentially, is what you said.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Or acrobatics.
Those two are the same for me. Actually, all three.
Acrobatics wouldn't work for you because you're not pushing though.
So you have to
Yeah,
investigate.
just go for the investigation, get her way
We'll do
through.
Investigation. I'd rather not have the disadvantage.
Disadvantage is scurry.
19 wouldn't have been bad.
Yeah, you just start pointing out directions and making snap judgments on where to go. You sort of roll over.
Some steering.
Exactly, and you sort of roll over a couple of like marbles or something that are on the ground, but you break them and just keep running through. Let me start revealing this to you guys.
So how long, you said his enhanced ability, is that his 1 minute thing, not my hour-long thing?
Yeah, it's his 1 minute thing. That's
okay.
And as soon as you actually break through from the maze, actually, it stops working.
What are these fucking things?
So you take a look around, and Yorbin sort of gasps. He's like, there's been a spill. We need to get through to the other side over here." And he's sort of pointing, and he's like, I don't know which way you should take, but one of the routes. I don't care how you do it. We need to get there. Yeah, as you turn around, you see. Actually,
never mind.
There's more of them. They're not literally large, but
are they just
there's more of them.
Point? Like they're
there's
each other?
probably like 12 of them, and they're all running full force. Actually, give me perception checks.
Well, it looks like this is going to be a poor choice down here too. If we have to go north.
You notice that, all of you notice that their legs are sort of moving in a bit of a blurring motion. It's almost like they're. It's hard to actually tell what their movements are. It's almost like they're shadowy in essence. And as you're thinking that, you notice they don't actually cast any shadows.
God.
So. What do you guys do? They're
just one
around every so often. There's like a lantern or something attached to the wall, and there's a little bit of illumination down here. It's not much, but there's some. And as you're looking around, trying to think of where you want to go, you see that there's a very angry guard over here. There's actually a few of them, even though it only shows one. And he's like pointing and shouting. And he seems very irritable. And over here, there's just a crowd of people, and they seem to be talking and slacking off, even though there's a major spill right in front of you. And any of you with any experience with chemicals or anything would know that this is radioactive material.
Well, I mean...
You can go through it, but it might hurt.
Please, Dad.
I don't know.
So
is this like a rock wall, like solid rock, like cave-in style?
1 second.
Most likely impassable. It looks like.
You can go through there, but
Okay.
let me try to look again at what it is.
Ugh.
It definitely looks like it's impassable.
Looks like we're gonna get over there.
If it's not impassable, I think we probably want to just.
It looks like the ground is very unstable in that direction,
Okay.
and it's sort of
cool. So we got completely blocked, pitfall. Looks like it's blocked again.
Listen, we can make the jump. We can make the jump.
Maybe.
But yeah, you can decide. Basically, there's 3 routes that you go through on this turn. Either that one, this one, or this one. It's up to you.
I want this one.
Go past the angry guard guy.
Past the guard and then over the pitfall.
Do it.
And I will remind you guys, by the way, that Mariel's power not broke, but it went down. So unless someone's going to help him push, he's going to be moving at reduced speed.
Is it down to 3 now?
I'm going to say 4.
Now is our gunner? What's our gunner's strength?
They don't have to actually be strong. It's more of like strong. As long as there's like another man pushing is the key.
Okay.
I mean, I can help then. I can help in the pushing, but
Might as well.
yeah, I might as well. I'll give him a hand, but yeah, we're gonna help him push.
All right. So which way you guys taking?
Going this way. We still got 6 right
Yeah.
now.
I think this way is
Yep.
the
So
way
you can
to go.
move.
Yeah, perfect.
That way.
So as you're rushing past these guards, 1 second. They sort of begin to jump in your way as they see that you're moving way too fast. They're like, "Stop! Stop the cart! Stop it now!" What do you guys do?
Are they literally jumping in front of this cart, or?
Or I'm sorry, they're not saying stop. They're saying slow down. Slow down the cart! You're going too fast. You're breaking the speed limit.
Oh God, the speed limit.
Oh man, I was hoping they were literally just jumping in front of us.
I mean, they pretty much are.
Well, I mean,
But-
compared to giving a reason for our friendly neighborhood paladin to be like, oh, breaking the law, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, they're not literally in front, but it looks like they're trying to dissuade you from moving that direction.
Well, I'm gonna look to see, is there any proper signage?
Noticed any signage on the way
Yeah,
in?
well, give me. Good question. Of course, you would think of that. No, you didn't see any signage.
This place does not have proper signage. You cannot enforce a speed limit during this place. And I'm gonna keep running and pushing as fast as I can.
Give me an intimidation.
Yes, I'm gonna intimidate them. Very well done.
Someone tries to stop you, you yell back at them. They're like, oh, okay, I guess.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, they immediately halt, and they're like, "Oh,
Sorry, sir.
we forgot the speed limit sign." He sort of whacks the other guy on the head. as
Please,
the guy,
in the
runs.
future, for everyone's safety, post the proper speed limit signage as I keep pushing past.
I'm
The
reporting you
third
to your
guy's got the
supervisor.
Yep, so you guys can move another 6.
Love it. Let's do it.
Right there, huh?
Do it.
Do it.
All right.
My little gnome legs are kicking.
Sorry. I misdescribed this earlier. I'm sorry. I see what it was now. My notes are kind of all over the place. Oh, You notice that there is a sort of fence here, and it is very loosely put together, and it seems like it wasn't supposed to be there in the first place, but somebody had recently set it up. Like maybe they're thinking about putting a fence there or something. But you think that you're gonna have to crash through it to be able to advance, or you could think of something else that might work.
Still kind of sounds like it's probably a pitfall.
Yeah, I don't think anything in my repertoire is gonna really get us past without slamming into it. I can't persuade the fence to not be. It's a mimic fence, of course I can. You fool. I'm gonna assume just bashing through is the way to go.
All right. In that case, I want both of you and Marielle and Sniper, to give me strength checks, just flat strength checks.
Strength
and Marielle, of course, still has advantage, but because it didn't matter.
Check this real quick. I turned my proficiency up because I am proficient with strength saves, but it's not a save, it's a check.
Yeah.
Was that a save?
It wasn't a save, it was just a check.
There you go. Yep.
I'm a weak little gnome, man. I shoot guns, I don't push.
Well, thankfully, Sniper and Marielle, you're strong enough to push it through. However, there's a bit of debris.
Not the debris.
And all of you take 3 damage, including Yorban and the cart itself.
How about the stuff on the cart? Is the stuff on the cart damage?
Yorban's sort of looking around, and he's like, "You're damn lucky you didn't break the cargo." And he seems like genuinely scared.
I'm gonna yell at him. Oh, you're not gonna be lucky when we ask when I have to ask you these questions, my friend.
No time for questions.
There's gonna be time.
Which way are we going after you?
Fucking reckon.
And you notice that figures just flood around the guards, and they're completely overwhelmed by them. They don't even know what to do. They're sort of stabbing out randomly or trying to stop them, but it doesn't seem to faze them any. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Which way does he want us to go at this intersection?
Oh yeah. He starts pointing off in this direction. He's not going for some reason. There we go. That way. There's the ship.
Fuck are these? Mobs? A bunch of mobs.
You guys can give me some nature checks.
Fucking deadly mobs, apparently. Shit.
Natural 20.
So, Gelbin, you think that you've heard of these things before. They're native to Luna. Perhaps they grew this way from the radiation, or maybe something else brought about their evolution. But these are known as bloodletter moths, and they feast on people's blood.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean, that's not my problem, man.
I mean, I'm in a spacesuit. Looks like these dwarves that were making fun of my spacesuit, you know, they're gonna get fucked up now.
So,
don't let these, I'm gonna yell at my companions, don't let those things latch on to you, because I'm assuming that's how they do it. They latch on and drain you kind of thing. The standard bloodletting way.
Alright, so what do you guys do? Are you heading straight in?
I'm guessing that is kind of the way he wants us to go.
Yep, he sort of hunkers down and he's just staring in that direction.
Well, YOLO, I'm all about going through that.
Let's do it.
I have no problems with going through things that want blood.
I'm hoping this spacesuit keeps me good.
I would like each of you to make either a Constitution or Dexterity saving throw as you head through.
Oh, impressive.
Impressive as well. However, what do we do have a bonus thanks to your to Mario's thing, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everyone gets
You have
+4
the
to their
order?
checks, yeah.
So it's a
I don't
14
know.
for me. Do you have yours written in? You can add that in. I don't know if you can do it on this character sheet, but
Should be able to
it's like a
somewhere.
global modifier. I don't know where it's at, but
I'm gonna look real quick.
you can add it into all your saves. I have it on Sven that way. It's nice.
Oh yeah. Might as well, right?
That way you don't have to ever think about it when you roll your own saves, at least.
I think you have to
Just put it under our saves, right? Saving throws 4, right there.
Yeah.
Done. Boom. Cool
Alright,
character sheet.
so,
Wait, what is your charisma?
4.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So, Galvin, you will take half of this. So you take 9 damage as Actually, you know what? You're wearing the suit. I'm gonna say you take nothing
Yeah.
because you saved.
Make fun of my
However,
fucking
the
suit.
others, Mariel, you're going to take half also because of your suit. So you're going to take 9, but Sniper, especially because you got a crit failure, you take 18 damage as they stick their little proboscises into you.
trying. They're trying. I might have
Yeah.
blood for them to suck, but they're trying.
They're messing up the
trying
circuitry,
hard.
man. They're
My
messing up the
paint job.
circuitry. No, it's scratching my paint.
And you guys get to the ship. You see it already has its bay open. And you can hear the footsteps behind you coming closer and closer. And Yorbin just reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a bag and he tosses at you guys. And he's like, "All right, just push it in. See you next time."
At this, I'll point my gun at him. And if we don't,
Yeah.
now I've got the gold.
Sort
or
of
the
turns
piece.
and he looks at the ship and then he looks back and he's like, "We're all gonna blow up."
Well,
Get him to drop us off.
I would suggest that you allow us to come with it.
I can't do that.
Well,
And,
looks like you're gonna
as
have a
you're
bad
talking,
time.
You see the figures all coming behind you guys.
I am going to do something. I'm gonna use my ASMR ability. Just give me 1 second. Because we don't have any time. And so, I suppose from the back of my armor, you're gonna see dark skeletal wings form as well. My eyes are no longer beaming white inside of the helmet of my suit, but beaming a black, dark energy. So yeah, I'm gonna use my Fallen ASMR ability to scare the living shit out of this guy.
I will tell you, he is already scared out of his mind.
Well, I mean, giving him the frightened condition scare.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, his eyes sort of go wide and he says, "Listen, the ship's on an express course. If you come with us, your ship might be lost."
Damn it.
I mean, can we just push it in and like hide in the corner, maybe?
Yeah,
You
this
see them starting to run through the giant cloud of mobs.
I say we
You
just
guys
push it
just-
in and then hide in this corner. Because they're blatantly after this. They don't give a shit about anything else.
They do seem quite fixated on the cart.
So that's what my vote is, and I'm gonna.
Gelbin,
start
it's your
enacting
call.
that vote. I'm starting that vote, whether or not you do it.
Yeah, do it.
I'm,
Just I'll follow Sniper's lead.
Yeah.
I think that's
Well,
our
I start
best
doing
bet
that,
if we start
though.
taking it.
So that means
yeah,
we
you
push
know
it
what?
over here, and we guard in front of it.
He's saying you load it and then we go over here and chill
We-
while
we
this thing
like
goes this
just
way.
hide basically from.
But
hide,
let's
but
do
get
it.
out of the way.
we've got the gold now, or the I keep saying gold because it's normal. We have the piece now. Can I pop
Yeah, and
one
if you
of the
check
boxes
it,
open?
you'll see that it is the amount that he specified.
Can I pop one of the boxes open?
You can if you want to. Yes, you will be breaking the seal and being very obvious that you're opening it.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Put that box in there.
All right, if I go to reach for it and like Sniper looks at me with his LED, like please.
My little visor, like a small blue drop, falls out from the visor. Like, what's going on there?
I'll say, and I won't open it.
I'm going here.
But I'll follow Sniper over to the corner and
Hope for the best.
and I'll give the dwarf one more look and be like, better hope I don't come across you again.
I guess we won't do business again. And he pushes a button on the side and the door rapidly closes. And you see that these figures all come right up to the door. And as soon as it closes and the engines roar and it begins to lift off, they suddenly disappear into black smoke.
Okay, that's even more disconcerting. I'm not gonna lie. I would have rather them tried to chase it up into the sky. That would have been less disconcerting than what I just witnessed.
And
Some
the
fucking
ship
lost
flies off.
That's exactly what that was. That was some lost shit right there. The giant shadow monster on the island.
So you guys are left by yourselves in the mine. You see the figures. There's no sign of them any longer. What do you guys do? You notice, by the way, that as they came through, all of the moths were dispersed.
Well,
Oh, this is a pit.
Yeah.
we got our money, I guess.
A
And
wall, but
contract completed.
Are you guys just gonna head back up?
Yep.
I don't.
No.
Well, I mean, do we want to explore the mines at all, or do we just leave? How long would it take to do a little exploring?
Well,
Like, if I just wanted to
because
explore
you knew
this
a little
corridor.
bit about Luna, I'll tell you that these mines go on pretty much infinitely.
Oh well, I don't have that much
Hell
time.
no.
Well, I mean, I kind of have that much time on my hands.
Hell no.
How likely am I to be found down here in the mines?
I'll tell
I
you
don't
this.
have to eat or drink.
I believe you have about, 26 more days?
Well, that's what I'm saying. How easy is it to find someone deep in the mines? Maybe I'll just live in the mines forever. No,
You might-
I'm gonna go back.
You
to
can run away, Sniper. That's a plan. You know what? Maybe even a good plan for a time. And I wouldn't chase you until your name ended up on my list. But I'll tell you this. If your name did end up on my list, I'd hunt you relentlessly. And I
You
would
would never
track you
find
down.
me. Be gone into the mines.
And then I'd have
Forever.
my friend Gelman here shoot you. I'll say with a bit of a smile on my face. Yeah, let's go back. We got how much out of that? 70,000?
70,000, yeah.
Shit. Damn.
that
Gotta write this down. So how much is that each? Like, I'm sorry, Gelvin, do you want to do the... do you want to do your thing?
23,333 repeating.
23.
0.33333. So 23,333 if we're doing it three ways.
But yeah, you always keep the extra one.
Yeah, I'll keep the extra one.
Let's see, 23,000. 23. Holy shit.
As you guys are heading back up and eventually you leave the mine and back onto the surface, saying back a lot, heading toward your ship, you notice that the air is oddly silent. You can only hear a faint dinning of maybe some sort of mining equipment in the distance or maybe oil drilling. You're not quite sure, but you remember hearing a lot more hustle and bustle as you came up originally.
I mean, we pretty much just everything's either dead or you know, their meth lab is busted. Something, you know.
What do you think?
And in the distance, you notice that the lights that were on in here, all the lanterns and that, are pretty much gone, except there's a faint flicker of something like a candle further in.
Maybe we should take a look around.
Do we take the bait, the story bait? I think
Story
we
bait.
do.
We could,
I think
we
we
could do
take the
this.
story.
We could ignore story bait and go right over here to our ship and leave, or we can walk on in.
This is not our job.
It's not our job. Something's not right here.
I'll tell you what. We'll take this haul through the building.
Well, I will tell you, as you can see, there is a river underneath. So you either go through the building or you walk through the river. You could go through the river if you wanted to.
I do have the ability to swim. I have a swim speed.
Alright, if we're going through the building, I guess we can check it out on the way through.
Something's not right here. I'll tell Mario.
Where's the
I don't.
Oh, show me your marching order.
Yeah, this is pretty good too, our marching order, right? Yeah, wait. You guys want me to go first? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about sniper. I would probably be kind of like behind you, cause
you
I'm
guys can go in my square.
Gelbin can.
Gelbin can because of his size.
Technically, Sniper can.
And he can too, yeah.
But he'd be squeezing. You both would be squeezing.
It's always difficult terrain, yes. But,
hop on your back.
yeah, you can go. You can occupy the same square if you want, so.
Like I said, I'd be making sure to kind of stay behind you, because...
Yep. So just letting you know during combat.
Yep, this is kind of sketchy.
Gotta clear corners.
Exactly.
Yeah. Marielle, give me a perception check.
You got your high beams on.
Low beams. Still good though. Headlights are on.
All right. So just as you're beginning to turn the corner, you notice that the flickering seems to be coming this direction. Your eyes are perhaps turned toward it, and suddenly, two of the figures appear from the shadows, seemingly out of nowhere, and jump at you. So, gonna need everyone to roll initiative, but it's gonna start with a surprise round for them.
Them sons of bitches.
Gosh darn it.
I'm not a barbarian, I can't ignore that.
It'd be alright if I ran for a quick break before that?
Yeah, this would be a good time to take a break.
Sweet.
Once everyone rolls.
Yeah, I'm on board. Ugh, 22.
I am still really quick.
Gelbin, you're twice the initiative I am. I mean, more than twice.
10 times.
10 times.
You're two twos. That's twice,
11
right?
times.
That's how that works. That's how math works.
Mathematical, man.
Double digits.
Oh my god.
2 plus 2.
2.
Good. So with that, we'll take a 5 or 10-minute break, whichever anyone needs. We'll reconvene.
Are we sure I'm surprised by these slow ass motherfuckers?
So yeah, I'm
was
sorry.
scratching my
You
back.
can make perception checks to not be surprised.
I was scratching my back at the time. I mean, I'll make that check, but I mean, that's my
We're trying to
excuse.
peer around. We're peering around the armor, trying to make a spot out for them.
No,
They rolled a 23,
good
then I'm
enough.
assuming I am.
Yeah.
Or I am surprised. So yeah, I'll be back.
Darn shadow ninjas.
I'm back.
Y'all back?
I am.
Nice.
I'm as well.
Doesn't look like anybody else. So.
I think I heard Blake.
No. Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You two just doing something really quick.
No problem. Yeah, so, because I'm large-sized, you can effectively stay in the same square as me.
Gelbin can move through your space, no problem. The problem that would come up is if Sniper occupies your space, like for its full turn or whatever, you would be squeezing in the same spaces, so you'd be using the squeezing rules.
Yeah, that's true for Sniper.
They made fun of my size.
It should come in handy.
How they want it.
Yeah, and then you could just be kind of one back, and if it's two back, then attacks of opportunity. You know what? Three back, attacks of opportunity are involved.
So, you guys all ready?
Yes, sir.
I'm good to go.
All right. The mysterious figures come out of the shadows, seemingly just materializing from nothing in front of you, L'Ariel, and they begin to all jump at you at once. So they're all gonna make some attacks. They're swinging these long blades of pure black at you. That's not gonna hit. Then the next one comes up. And this one comes up too. Okay, I need to make those other two attack rolls, sorry.
We're being flanked.
Yep, they were in the back room. That one's gonna be hit. And that one's a 20 also. Okay, so yeah, one of them takes a quick swing with its blade, and it strikes in, almost seems to sink through your armor like butter, but it doesn't seem to like stab you. The blade bites into your flesh for 3 necrotic damage.
Well, I have resistance to necrotic damage, so I will be taking 1 necrotic damage.
Yep. And then also, you feel it has a bit of an icy touch to it as well, and sort of stings your skin. You take 1 cold damage also.
Alright.
And the other one gives you 6 necrotic damage, so 3.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 cold damage. This one behind is going to attack. I was going to say he's going to attack Sniper because he's right behind him.
Makes sense.
That's a crit.
Damn it. Hold on.
Battle.
I can spend my reroll. I am going to spend my inspiration, causing you to reroll.
Alright. Wow. He rolled a 20 and then a 19.
Oh, jeez. Well, at least it's not a crit, my friend.
No crit. So, Sniper, you will take 3 necrotic damage and 3 cold damage.
Okay.
And that is currently their turns. Then we go back to the top of initiative now that you guys begin to act. Gelbin, what do you do?
Well, as there's a guy right here on top of me, I think I'm gonna start off by unloading on him.
Sounds very apt.
So, he's walked up on pretty close to our Sniper and myself, so give him the first attack. 26 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, so 6 piercing damage.
You notice that as you shoot him, a massive gaping wound appears in his body, but he doesn't seem phased at it at all.
Okay. We're then going to we're gonna shoot him again, and we're gonna spend a grit on this one to up the misfire and the damage die.
Okay.
And we're gonna also spend a grit to give advantage on it.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Describe to me how you destroy this thing.
For 8 plus 7. Basically, first bullet flies into its stomach and doesn't look like it does much, and Gelvin kind of gets worried, so he spins the tumbler on his revolver to the bullet that he has. So he added a little extra powder to, and fires that one into its chest. Because I'm guessing it slowly dissipates and does it leave a body, or
you notice that when its body hits the ground, it gives a gasp, and suddenly its shadow and its entire body sort of turns into a shadow and seems to be pulled in this direction.
Okay.
I think I'll put it on the GM layer because I don't want to delete anything in case it was the one I rolled initiative on.
Makes sense.
And what do you do?
Then third attack, we're gonna shoot at this guy here. It'll just be a normal attack.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 1. Which means the gun misfires.
And
Risk.
Risk? Yeah, you used risk.
Yep, so the gun has misfired, which means that I have to spend a turn trying to fix it.
Man, it feels bad too.
Or an attack.
Is it an attack to try and fix it? I thought it was a turn.
Oh wait, that's the reload, I'm sorry.
Okay, the reload is that. I think the misfire
sorry.
Action is will take results. But I still have 1. So I just can't make the offhand attack if I want to just keep shooting.
Yeah. You turn and you pull the trigger, and a small explosion occurs, and a bit of smoke comes out of the barrel, and the drum. I guess I don't remember already what it's called. And you smell just that familiar alchemical burn.
But uh-oh.
Is that the end of your turn? Do you want to move or anything?
I'll kind of go between my friend's legs. Chill there.
Okay. Sniper.
So Ken is dropping prone a free action?
Yep, doesn't take any action, any movement or anything.
Okay, well I'm gonna fall to the ground.
I mean, it is part of your movement, but it doesn't take up movement.
Yeah, that's the concern. If it took any movement to drop it to the ground. So basically, I'm dropping to the ground. As the stand hits the ground, a shot fires at the guy behind us over here.
Can you get that attack roll?
Weapon go. It was just there. So there. For a 19 to hit.
That is a hit. And how much damage?
17.
17. Tell me how you destroy this thing.
Basically, like I said, as I drop to the ground, take just a moment to line up the shot and blow his head away.
And similarly, you see it. Its head just like splatters, but immediately the chunks turn into some sort of black ooze, and it gives out a sigh, even though it doesn't have a head, and it comes flying back in toward this room behind it.
Okay, then I'll reload, I guess.
Yep. And it is their turn again. They all seem to be turning their attention onto Ariel as they begin wildly swinging. Actually, they seem to be ducking and weaving in perfect motion with each other. And this one is going to be assisting the other one, giving it advantage to attack instead of attacking itself. And didn't help, actually.
Didn't help at all.
But this one, working by itself, swings and stabs into you for 6 necrotic damage, so 3. I'll just tell you what it is with the half from now on.
Cool.
And then 3 cold.
Ouch.
And you notice this one starts coming up, and it has to it sort of just ducks right between them all. And this other one is going to be coming around the other way. And you can hear some more shuffling from this direction. Ariel, what do you do?
Okay.
Actually, sorry, 1 second. I want to actually put some over here that you can see.
More of them coming.
Yeah.
So So as Gelbin stepped in towards where my legs are, I'll kind of turn my attention, and my body will turn, and I have two kind of wings that come out of the back of this thing. They're not really functional. They don't rarely work. Only during a bunny hop will they maybe do something. But nonetheless, I will use them to shield Gelbin, sort of protecting him during this. As I do, and I turn and I say, "Creatures of the shadow, do not realize I am the light." And I am going to use my action to lay on hands and heal myself, calling them on to me. And that's my turn.
Gelbin, what do you do?
All right, well, we're gonna try and fix this shit real quick. Shit. Hold on a second, everybody. I gotta fix this. We're gonna roll my Tinker Tools check. 25, I think that beats the... What's the DC? 10 plus misfire score, so 10 plus
definitely,
3,
yeah.
So 13. I fix it. Cool, that was an action. And I'm gonna go ahead and action surge here, I think.
Makes sense.
And we're gonna shoot at this guy here, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna we're just gonna take a normal shot. 10 to hit.
Unfortunately, that is not a hit.
Yep. We will take then a second shot.
That was a 2, though.
Oh, is it a 2? It is in fact 2,
Yeah.
so that misfires again.
Yeah.
He's gonna look down at the gun. Jesus, you're not happy today, are you?
Yeah, maybe Risk isn't very happy today.
So
you could still use your other weapon, though.
Yeah, he's gonna fire the other weapon then, and he's gonna spend a grit to give him advantage on this attack.
Okay.
Natural 20 for
You just level your
11
gun
damage.
and blast through his chest, and similarly, you hear a gasp of air. And suddenly, he begins to be sucked in this direction. You notice, Marielle, because you're the only one who can really see around this corner, that his shadow comes in and collects under this guy. And then suddenly,
geez.
his hands begin to glow with a sort of black energy.
So these three here, or the ones here, or the ones all over here, I guess, are the ones that we have quote-unquote killed, right? They've been pulled that way?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, you can't really tell. They literally look uniform.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you didn't see them be pulled over and then just walk back over.
Fair enough. Alright, and then, so, just a quick question. I believe action surge lets me take another action. Does that mean I can use my offhand attack as a bonus action then?
Yeah, you can still, yeah.
Alright, so I'm technically wielding the one in this hand for the bonus action. We're gonna
And
give
you still
myself...
get your grit back, by the way, for killing these guys.
I know. That's what I figured. I'm gonna go
Just
ahead and
wanted
give
to make
myself
sure you knew.
advantage again on this attack as well. 20 to hit for 14 damage.
Which one was it?
This one right here.
And similarly, he is blasted into oblivion, but as he is, he's pulled over toward this guy.
Yep. And that will be my turn. I'm staying at that 2 grit level right now.
Alright. Sniper, what do? You have a guy standing right in your face.
And fuck that guy. My back thrusters spin me around, maybe right round, and we line up a shot and blow this guy up, or make the attempt to blow that guy up, I should say.
Sure.
Ooh, 13. Probably not.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not a hit. It goes flying by, and you notice that it sort of grazes his shoulder, and a bit of shadow stuff sort of forms, and then reseals back onto his body. And you notice, by the way, that they're not making any sounds as they're struggling against you.
I'll reload in my turn.
Alright, their turn again. See, these two, this one steps forward, attempting to slow you down. And it begins to, the two here in front of Mario begin to slash. Not a hit, not a hit. So they're not very functional. The one tries to attempt to attack Sniper. He has advantage, but that doesn't help. Yeah, it just swings uselessly down at you. However, this one steps forward, and you see the black energy radiating in his hands. And you hear a voice sort of echo, like you're not sure even where it's originating. We hear, "Oh no, Fula!" And suddenly his hands explode with this black energy, and it looks like spears flying in your direction. And I'm gonna need Marielle and Sniper to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Don't forget your bonus.
Oof.
Dex.
Oh god.
Well, I'm laying on the ground.
It's true. You're just laying there.
Fair enough that I would get hit by it.
Marielle, normally you would take half damage, but because also you're resistant, I'm just going to say in this particular instance that you're not going to take any damage from this. However, Sniper, you are going to take 15 necrotic damage as these shadowy spears slice through your body. And you notice that this other one comes walking around. And he's going to aim this at Marielle and Gelbin. I need you both to give me dexterity saving throws. Both of you saves, you're going to take half of this. So it would be, wow, 4 necrotic damage with half. And so Marielle, you take 2.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite as potent as his brother.
The last
there.
one.
And
Probably are racist against
their turn.
Warforged. That's probably what it is.
We don't like Warforged.
Alright, it's Sniper injured?
Yeah.
Alright, so Sniper.
By the way, do you guys not see each other's health bars?
Oh, I just wanted to make double sure that that was
Yeah, I
his
just
health
wanted to
bar.
make sure because I edited it
Sorry,
last
there's
time and
my
I
health
wasn't
bar
sure.
shit.
So
can't see.
I'll use my
Mario.
ASMR ability to use Healing Hands and give Sniper. It's gonna be 8 hit points.
You notice that as you're doing this, they all sort of jump back a bit in surprise as they see this healing energy coming from your hands.
That was my action. My bonus action, I will throw my shields up. Use a piece of gold dust. Using, oh no, wait, I'm sorry. It's actually using my natural leader ability. There we go. Because of my trait. So I'm gonna use this. Oh wait, that's strip defenses. No, I'm sorry. It is my gold dust. It's gonna be shields up.
It was like stripped or what?
No, I have to hit first. It's the shields up on Sniper. So now disadvantage. And
Sorry, who are you using it on?
I'll use it on Sniper.
Okay.
So my shield's up. And that's my turn. Yeah.
Alright. Gelbin, what do you do? By the way, Mark, you see the blue bubble on your token?
Blue bubble on my token. No, probably because Gelbin's in the way. Let's see here. Nope, I'm not sure.
I mean, you with your health and your AC and that, when you click on your token.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The blue one is I put that there for your gold dust, so you can edit that if you want, or you don't have to.
If you go to your class and go down to the class actions, if you add one, it'll also add. That's why I have a blue bar over my name.
So hold on, if I go to 1. Oh, it's not the actual gold dust.
So does that mean you have 2 grit right now?
Yes, that means I have 2 grit currently out of my 3 that I can't have.
That's awesome. Alright, so.
Speaking of grit, I'm gonna put risk away for now, and I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Yep.
And I'm gonna give myself advantage on the attack. And you know what? We're gonna spend 2 grit points, and we're gonna also increase the damage if it hits. Oh, not right. 26.
It's a target-rich environment.
For 21 damage to him.
Yeah, he is blasted into smithereens. But again, you notice as he's blasted, he's slowly, this shadow is sucked in toward these guys.
Yeah. Gotta cull the herd before we can kill the big boys. Probably not the best strategy here, actually, but you know. It's there. And then Gelvin will turn and use his second attack on this guy here. Actually, yeah, we'll shoot this guy here in front of. We'll shoot the guy right in front of Mario.
Okay.
So we're gonna take a shot at him. 21 to hit.
It is a hit.
For 8 damage to him.
And unfortunately, that is not enough to kill him.
Yep. And then we're gonna kind of back out of here a little bit to yeah, we'll go right here. Should be fine. And then do I want to use my bonus action for anything else? I don't think I do. I think that'll be my turn. Because I can't bonus action attack with the offhand weapon because I only have 1 gun now.
Yeah, I guess the only thing you could do is the
Healing Surge.
Healing Surge, and
I'm not in too bad shape right now.
Yeah. All right, Sniper.
I'm gonna take a shot at this guy.
All right, give me that attack roll.
Aim and throw all the legs. See legs, but that don't matter.
So describe how you utterly and totally decimate this guy.
So I take a shot through all the legs, including his legs, which conveniently ricochets off and blows off his entire bottom half.
Yeah, it just erupts into shadows, and as he sort of explodes from the impact, you hear a scream from it, and then suddenly you notice that its shadow sort of crawls up this wall and then is pulled in this direction and then further back. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, with the reload, that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright, they don't seem to be dissuaded at all, despite just how much injury, how much death you've caused. And you also notice that one of them comes in from over here. But these two in front of you, Mario, begin to swing loudly. One hit for a total of, including your resistance, 5 damage. And then this guy takes aim. Roll to see who he's gonna target with a second. Gelvin. He levels his hands, and that black energy erupts from them again, and it goes surging through both Mariel and Gelvin. So both of you, give me a dexterity saving throw.
17 total, as I am within 10 feet of Mariel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mariel?
I forget it to activate the fire on my swords. Is that a bonus
I believe
action?
it was a bonus action.
Yeah, I thought so too. I gotta get it on my sheet here somewhere. But anyways, so yeah, I'll do that then. Both my arms.
What's your saving throw?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was my turn. Dex save.
Yeah.
+4 is factored in there, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
So that is a 16.
All right. I both save. So you, Galvin takes 6, and Mario, you take 3 necrotic damage. And you notice that the energy surging around him has dissipated momentarily. Now it's your turn.
I will just be laughing. Is that all you have? And then the 2 swords come from either of my hands, and so bonus action to activate the fire on them. So I'll just take my 2 attacks then. Where is the weapons? There it is, short sword. I don't think a 9 hits.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Second attack. 23?
Which one are you attacking with that?
Uh,
This one here was injured before.
yeah, that's the one I'm
So
attacking.
probably, yeah. You take a swing and describe how you destroy it.
I just basically, it lights on fire, and then I kind of start swing really low, my arm swinging low to the ground, the blade almost touching the stone floor, and then it will come up from the midsection all the way, cutting him across the middle, and eventually he'll just dissipate, and then his shadows, I'm assuming, are gonna go flying backwards and away.
They come floating back toward this guy, and you see the energy appears back in his hands.
I'm gonna point the one sword I haven't attacked with yet, at him. And that's my turn.
Alright. Don't want to move or anything?
No, I think I'm good where I'm at. Yeah.
Gelvin.
We're gonna shoot the dude peeking out this way.
Okay.
We're gonna, we're gonna just make an attack roll. Okay. 25 to hit for 11 damage. First attack.
And you just destroy him completely.
Nice. Get that.
And you see his shadow comes flying toward this guy.
Yep. And then we're going to, probably can't see this guy anymore. I don't know. Is these like stairs here, I'm guessing? I don't know.
Yeah, there's short stairs, but also you're a gnome, so...
Yeah, I'm guessing I can't see him, so I'll just...
he would have 3/4 cover, but you could see him.
Well, we'll take the clear shot, because I can't really aim too well through there, I think.
Alright.
So, we're just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna do a normal blast, I think. 13, which is... Yeah, 13 to hit. I'm sure that's gonna miss.
Unfortunately, yeah, that is a miss.
No, that's fine.
You begin to hear, by the way, in the distance, it sounds like an engine starting to ignite.
Okay. Gelvin's then gonna kind of duck off over here, and he's gonna bonus action healing surge himself. Or
Okay.
it's not called healing surge, but called second
Okay,
wind.
Yeah, second wind.
Which is a D10 plus my fighter level.
While he's doing that, Sniper, what do you do?
I'm gonna take a shot at the one who's been sucking souls.
Alright. Ooh.
For a 26 to hit.
And again, you hear a loud scream, and his shadow is pulled along the walls in that direction.
Space Horn. Reload the old bolt action and get ready for the next wave, I guess.
Alright. It is their turn. You notice that another one comes from around here. However, no more seem to be coming at the moment. And the one in front of Marielle takes a half-hearted swing. So you're noticing that they're beginning to look haggard and weary. That's a hit for 4 damage total. And you see that there's some sort of wisps attached to their legs going in that direction, or I'm sorry, this one's going in that direction. This one's going in that direction. Marielle, what do you do?
I'm trying to see.
And again, I'll remind you that right now you can hear in the distance the sound of some sort of engine.
Where in the distance does it sound like it's coming from?
Sounds roughly around where your ship was.
Oh my god. Alright, we gotta get out of here.
It doesn't sound like my ship's engines, does it? I would know those perfectly. I promise you. I sleep next to them.
Alright, I will give it to you that you know what your engines sound like. It doesn't sound like the ship's engines.
Oh, thank God.
That's a good sign at least.
I know exactly what they sound like.
It's less panicked. There's a knock on every fourth turbine spin.
There's a knock on every fourth turbine spin.
Then good, I will, I'll be relieved of that, and I will smash this guy first. I suppose that's probably the best thing to do. So, first attack.
And I will just tell you guys, they're 14 AC with 10 HP.
Nice.
So I will, cut his head off, and it will dissipate.
Oh. Oh, shit, he was the one. He was the one!
The only one you ever got rid of for the entire fight. Feels
I put him on the DM.
Feels bad.
Cross him out.
Yep. So okay. Let's see, we gotta go back, right?
Yeah, we gotta keep heading through, I think.
Alright. We gotta go. And I guess I'm going this 15 feet this way. Let's see here. Should get through, and you should be able to at least get to
I have
me.
to stand up, by the way. I am
do
prone
you?
right now. Yep,
So you
that'll
can only
be
move 15?
this turn. Yep.
Alright, so I'll move here this turn. And I'm done.
Alright. Gelvin, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna... But the sounds of battle kind of fade, and I'm gonna move in here to about these steps. And we'll move right here instead of the steps. And then I'm gonna take my action to attempt to fix my gun. Again,
Alright.
which is tools check. DC 13, I believe. That's a 14. Look at that. It's 10 plus firearms miscredit score. Yep. Which is 3.
Yep. I think it's 2, isn't it?
These are 3, I think. No, that's the bad news. Sorry, you're right. Per box is 2. I was looking at the very bottom one. Even easier, and it's only 12. Even easier.
Sniper? Or are you doing anything else? I'm sorry.
No, that's my action to fix it. So.
Okay, sniper.
I'm going to stand up and move over here and take a shot at this guy.
Sure.
Just a normal shot. No, 19 to hit.
You blast him, and you see that he sinks down into that tendril going around the corner, and his body seems to follow it.
I'll reload and end my turn.
Yeah, currently out of combat. What do you guys want to do?
I'll turn back in my armor. Are you sure you still want to investigate?
Don't like anyone getting the jump on us, but maybe it's for the best that we...
You see, rather hear the engines roar louder and louder. You know, probably very soon, whatever it is going to be taking off.
Something's leaving.
It's your call. They seemed, but Dark Restored, are you okay with just letting them go?
Yeah, let's go. Let's run back as fast as we can then.
To our ship?
To the ship.
Yep.
Show me which direction you guys are going to get there.
Guessing this would be the optimal route, right?
YOLO.
Because you guys are passing by around here. Oop. Shit, what the fuck happened? There we go. Bugged out. Okay.
You stay at a square. You
see into the room here. And you can see him, right? He's on the token layer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You see Corbin laying on the ground, and his axe is stuck in his head.
That sucks.
But his hand's on it.
Shouldn't use your weapon that way.
He's just staring blankly at the ceiling with open eyes.
Do I still have Divine Sense?
Yep, you do.
I'm going to use it.
You can feel a very strong sort of undead presence in the area. And especially coming from the direction where you hear that engine.
A strong, sorry?
Undead presence.
Okay.
And also, you feel another weaker presence right around here.
Sorry.
And here.
Okay.
It seemed to be fading, however.
A shadow fall.
Well, let's go towards the strong undead presence.
And our ship.
Yep.
So,
All right.
Onward.
Oh, what?
I was
weird
probably
right there.
trying to
Okay,
move
so you
it.
guys run out. I'll just remove the fog of war at this point. It's not going to be on the map. Well, yeah, well, 1 second. In place of where this cart was, you see that there is a small vessel, roughly around the same size. And in the pilot seat... what the fuck? Where is it?
Dun, 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 dun.
You see this figure fiddling with the controls, and he turns toward you as you suddenly come out. And he doesn't seem to have a recognizable face. It's just pure blue, almost like fire. But immediately, you hear almost in your head echoing, "It is not my job to fight you, and I don't think it's your job to fight me."
Well, he's not wrong.
I will stand there and in my armor definitely be showing signs of sizing him up.
I have never seen this Warforged before, right?
Strangely, you feel some sort of connection, but you're not sure what. But you can definitely tell by checking them out, by their body structure, that they are indeed a Warforged like you. And he sort of chuckles as he sees you sizing him up, and he's like, "I wish not to clip the wings of fledglings. Not before you're strong enough to fight me on equal terms."
Fair enough. I mean, I am only 3 years old.
Show one sign of illegal activity, and I'll have the right to fight you.
I wouldn't step any closer. And he sort of shifts, and you see he actually opens up the cockpit at this point, and he stands up, and he looks back toward the Warforged like him, and he starts to laugh. "A machine built to kill, just like me." You feel like he honestly doesn't want to fight you, but if you do anything at all hostile toward him, he will attack.
Gelbin is gonna ask if your mission wasn't to kill us, why send what I can only assume were your men after us?
That was part of my job as well, but that part is over. You are inconsequential to the job.
You were behind all that?
As you say that, he sort of shifts a bit, and you see one of the figures appear from his shadow and step forward. "It is my army." I would suggest, if you'd like to know more, my Warforged brother, to examine the dead body with special care. And he sort of points toward where his eyes would be as he says that. And he begins to sit back down into the cockpit.
So, just to see if he was lying. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that this guy is, I mean, just based on this, like his army alone, that he's pretty powerful.
Yes, extremely powerful.
Okay, I'll kind of whisper. I'm guessing, is Mariel kind of backing off, or is he still staring at him like pretty aggressively?
I'm getting into a defensive stance. If anything happens, I'll be there to shield you guys.
Geblin will probably whisper, "I think we should let him go, friend. Even the best gamblers have to fold sometime."
Sniper, you've seen this thing before. What do you make of this mysterious Warforged?
So I just want to clarify real quick that he was talking about this body right here, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what you can gather.
I figured that's probably what he meant. I'll respond back to Mario. It appears his programming isn't very good if he thinks that I am for combat. I'm simply a repair robot. That's how I was built. To fix and repair. To build. While wielding a giant fucking cannon, I say this.
You know as well as I do, it's in our hardware. It's in our blood. We were created to kill. And that is what I do. It is my job. Just as it is yours.
I'm stepping forward and pointing my sword at him, and I'm going to say, you have the right to remain silent.
Okay.
He does have that right.
As you say that, he holds out his hand and he says, "Tell me, Paladin, what do you value more? Your pride or your life?" And as he says this, you begin to see a shadow slowly seep from him, growing in a radius around his body and coming toward you.
I'm gonna you're gonna see for a moment now, me kind of recoil almost in fear for a little bit, and then hold stern for a little, and I will let the darkness come to me.
You feel as soon as it touches your shadow, a shiver runs up your spine, and you feel like you're being pulled in toward the darkness underneath you. And likewise, it begins to filter under both of your legs, and you feel the same sensation.
If it's at all possible, depending on how fast it's going, Geblin would just back away from the shadow. I don't know how fast it is moving, but...
It's spreading pretty quick. Let me do something real quick so you can see it better. Can you see that? I don't think you can.
No.
You have to click it into the... There you go. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty much alright.
Answer the question. Your pride or your life?
I'll drop to my knees. My life. And I'll fall forward as if defeated by this fact. Actually, my helmet will, as I slump forward, my helmet will actually come off too. You'll see my smaller form.
What did the rest of you say? Anything or?
I'll like I said, I just stow my guns and I'll stand there and be like, as I said, I know when to fold. I know when I'm beat. He won't like look beaten, but he admits that he's lost this time.
All right, he sort of grabs at the air suddenly, and he sort of whispers, "Shadow lacing technique, shadow theft." And I need you all to give me charisma saving throws.
I love it. I love it. This is so awesome. Alright, remember your pluses.
Galvin.
18.
You feel the shadows pull away from his body, pull away from underneath your legs. However, as they retreat, Galvin, you notice your shadow is gone.
Didn't need it anyway.
And forming beside him is a perfect image of you in pitch black.
That's uncanny.
And
it's
he begins.
Shadow.
I look forward to fighting you seriously in the future. And the cockpit closes, and the engines roar again. Are you guys going to do anything to stop him?
I'm not.
I don't really want to die today, so...
Now, no. I guess I gotta ask, my shadow is like this thing here, right? Is that what...
No.
Or is it in the ship with him?
Yeah, it's in the ship with him.
Oh, rip. Can't stop him.
You don't have a shadow anymore, my dude.
I'm just looking at the ground, utterly defeated.
Incapacitated after he took your shadow. So actually you can't take any action.
Well, okay.
And suddenly he turns the ship and flies off full speed.
I'll immediately get up to my feet, run towards Gilbin. Gilbin. What happened?
I'm incapacitated, I believe is what was said, so.
It was for one round, quote unquote, so you're fine now.
Well, I guess I'll gonna be like, next time I say don't antagonize something, please don't.
Sniper, what was that thing? It knew you.
I do not know. I did not know it.
It was pure evil. Undead for great power. Gilbin, I'm sorry. I'll pick up my helmet. I'm walking back towards the ship.
I'm sorry. I should have put your other token down. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. It's just the helmet portion of the... It's probably still in my big suit.
His helmet fell open.
Yeah, it fell off when I went all defeated like. So yeah, I guess we're back at the ship now.
Did we want me to investigate that body like you told me to?
Did you want to?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Alright, let me put you back then.
Yeah, it was just me that went back to the ship all defeated and sad. I'm gonna go all pout and be all emo for a bit.
Gilbin would...
Here,
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm
Gilbin...
gonna give a shrug. I'm gonna go back like he had suggested to go investigate the body. That's all I'm gonna do.
Once they, when they're first there, Gilvin's gonna act nonchalant and not really care. He's gonna even tell Mariel, like, hey, don't worry about it too much as he's walking around. And then when they're kind of out of, seeing range, he's gonna, like, look worriedly at his non-shadow.
Yeah, you were literally one away from saving on that. So, you're heading back toward the... Okay, there you go. You walk in and you take a look around and you're feeling some sort of presence here around you as you look over his body and gaze about the room. And you notice that there's just one candle sitting actually over here. Seems perhaps strange to you that you saw it over here and then now it's here. And it's flickering very faintly, almost burning out. And you see the axe is just implanted fully into his skull, splitting into his brain. And there's barely any blood or anything, which is strange to you, perhaps.
I know the human anatomy, basically.
Yeah.
Kind of. They have blood, right?
Well, he's a dwarf, but yeah.
Sorry,
Dwarf.
humanoids anatomy. Hold on. Yeah, I know about blood.
So I will just remind you what he said was to gaze around with special senses. And he pointed to his eyes.
Well, I'm going to I'm gonna take a hint and I'm gonna cast See Invisibility on myself.
As soon as you do, you notice on this man's throat is a black handprint, and sort of seems like waving like shadows. And as you look over toward the candle, you see right on the ground is a similar hand, sort of open finger palm, looking almost like it's just beginning to dig into something, like it's clawing at it. And if you want, you can give me a history check. You perhaps heard somewhat collective, knowledge throughout the days, and maybe you tried asking about it when you heard the words slip from the policeman's lips. But this seems to be the mark of the Black Hand.
Is that a group or a person?
A group of specifically assassins and thieves. And if you remember when you asked about it before, because the policeman just brought it up offhandedly, thinking that's what you were talking about, he said that you guys weren't quite up to snuff to take them on yet.
I don't want a fire to start. I'm going to put out that candle.
Yeah, as soon as you touch it, it just flickers out. And that black smoke filters into the air and sort of collects on the ceiling for a moment before dissipating.
I think that's my basic business here. I'm going to head back
and
to the
oh, by the way, you can tell it seems as though he committed suicide. It doesn't look like any other injuries on him.
Yep, he had flawed programming. It happens. Code isn't always written up to snuff. And I'm gonna head on out.
Harry sort of looks at you, Gelvin, as you enter, and he turns his head and begins to whimper a bit.
If I approach, does he let me approach him or not?
He seems skittish, but he does let you approach.
I kind of hold out my hand and say, "It's all right, bud," and give him a little pet.
He sort of lowers his head and sort of looks at you, afraid.
This man got no shadow. I don't like him.
And you would arrive around here, Sniper. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna walk in, as a Warforged does, immediately be like, "Huh? Apparently he's a member of the Black Hand." And that's my introduction as to that whole vision thing.
Yep, there we go.
Yep, that's how it is.
Easy.
The Black Hand.
You can make both of you can make history checks if you want. I'll say you have advantage, Mario. Okay, well, it didn't help.
Yeah,
Gelbin, you might have maybe. I mean, you sort of remember hearing the name from when that guy said it. But you don't really know too much about them other than what he told you.
Yeah. Other things on the mind right now.
Yeah.
So, you guys want to check out the job board?
I think so.
Probably for the best.
All right.
I'll go get in the phone booth and check it out.
We get some more upbeat music going.
What? Free upgrade. What?
Where the heck is this music?
I think we know where we're going.
I don't know if we can handle that. It's in red.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
Isn't that normally when quests are outside of your level of capability? It's when they're red.
Well, you might know that what this would normally mean is that you are not considered qualified yet. But if you had a recommendation or you were well known, you could take the job.
So it's the kind of thing where normally you call them up and they're like, "Who are you? I don't know you. Fuck off," and they hang up.
Exactly.
They don't want people wasting their time, basically.
Pretty much.
Listen, maybe we just go. You know, we just did a 2-for-1. We went to the Terra mining thing. We did something. Maybe we just go for, we just clear off our shit for now. Go kill some pests. I read this one, and there's a lot of stuff not provided. And when I hear ship out of commission, and nothing else, we have that. My mind goes Dead Space, and I don't like Dead Space. Dead Space is scary.
You will take note that the contact number is a on-planet number.
Yeah, something from Feral Planet 1, Feral Planet 2. Another thing on Terra. Oh, we already did this.
Yeah, I just didn't.
This one's done.
Fuck.
Not the whole board's moving
over.
Oh,
it's all over.
Geez,
It's chaos
I didn't mean to push
everywhere.
this button. I'm sorry.
You push the uh-oh button.
These old systems are hard to navigate sometimes.
I mean, we could do this one. This one's probably the more mysterious one, or we could get our third one out of the way this month and just be done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This one feels like easy.
It seems easy, but at the same time,
It's got a lower cost.
but I mean, we don't know what the pests are.
You will note, by the way, that the reward price went up from last time you looked at this.
Oh, that's
Even better. It's worth more because some dumb bufooks couldn't hack it. We're better than them.
I do assume my access to this panel is exactly the same as R2D2 accessing any form of console anywhere. That's how it is, right? Everyone just has a little
You
spinning
just plug your
tool.
pinky into it.
Yeah, it just spins and that somehow activates computer programming.
What are you guys thinking?
Oops, I deleted it.
Nah, I put it in the GM.
I know.
Let's do the pests, yeah.
Go with this one. I'm not a big fan of having to worry about other people. This we at least have to only worry about ourselves. Maybe. That or we show up and have to protect a bunch of people.
I think so. I think pests. A good one to do.
Alright. So, do you guys want to call them up then?
Well,
Can we see the map real quick, actually?
I was gonna say, what are the distances on the
Yeah, sorry.
and
Let me
Poke
take it.
because we may,
Feral Planet is exactly
We're going across
death
the world.
far away.
Exactly. We're
Here.
We're
Oh,
here.
Feral Planet's right there.
Yeah, so
That's easy.
yeah, we can go there. I think that's better. And
What
then
was the
Duhai
other
is
one?
here.
Oh yeah, that's not too far.
Ooh, maybe we should go
too.
here just from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
standpoint of like, if we. I know this is the other one was right, the mystery coordinates or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they're not mystery coordinates, but
well, the coordinates with the no other details, but this is an actual planet, like right, like there's stuff
Yeah.
here, like not Terra level shit here.
yeah, it's not Terra. They actually it has a lot of merchants go there. There's a lot of markets,
So there may be an
and
argument for going
actually,
there.
there's also a lot of spas there.
Or what we can do now.
Do they have car washes?
Ship washes, sure.
Now, I guess the question is, somebody's probably asked this, and they probably know, and I just don't. Was there, so like, if we do this one, right, and that's our third, or we go over here, and that's our third one, and then we go over here, and we do this one, does that count toward next month's quota, or not?
No.
No? Okay, so.
It's just extra money.
It's extra money, okay. Can't accumulate, makes sense. So, I mean, there's an argument for either or. We could go to this one, which should be simpler, but like, if we go here, we can get more supplies, right? And then we're kind of in a nice, we're in a decent area after our third one where we're not, you know, having to fly all over the place. Plus, I don't know what our gas situation is like, but
it's 1 per move, right?
Yeah.
One day per move.
You would know that you're about halfway on your tank for gas. A little bit less than halfway. So you could go back and then refuel on Luna, but you wouldn't be able to just fly straight there to Deha.
So we can't actually make it here with our gas.
Yeah, you'd have to refuel, but it would just be 1 refuel.
What do you guys think with that in mind? You guys still thinking the Pharaoh planet? We refuel and then head there?
I do think so. Yeah. I mean, it's not like we can't do more than our allotted amount in a month.
It's true.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so I guess we'll stop at Luna and refuel our tank.
Plus, if we just beat through a bunch of missions.
Well, you don't have to do that till you get back from the planet.
Oh, so well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, so we can. I thought you meant we couldn't get here on a half tank, but we can get here.
If you were coming from this planet, you couldn't get back to there.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So if we go here, we have to stop at Luna on our way back, and
then go.
Okay, I say we do that. Then that's fine, right? Maybe we should top up before we go though, because
in case we come back and Luna's gone.
Space is a wonky place, man. You know.
You head here, and next thing you know, you're over here.
Exactly. Space is a crazy thing, and
I'll have you know I'm a better pilot than that.
And being out of gas in space. I mean, if you listen, you're the pilot. You're right.
I'm the pilot.
We stop to get gas when you want to get gas. We only take bathroom breaks when we get gas.
I can always find my way back. I'm like a minotaur.
By the way, I saw there was no shit on the floors. Is there shit in the toilet?
No, I activated the turbo flush, remember?
No. Now. We were gone from the ship for a while when we were fighting those guys.
The dog being
exactly. Is there shit in the
roll me an animal handling check and we'll see how he took to it.
God, it's natural one. It's just all hiding.
It's all hidden. 19!
Yeah, you see there's a poop in the bathroom.
It's in the bathroom! I'm gonna call him in and reinforce it. It was, you're getting closer, boy, but you gotta get in here. Here.
And then he climbs into the toilet.
Yeah, just like that.
And he starts paddling his paws in the toilet water.
How big is this toilet?
Well, like, what I mean is, like, his front half, yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
I point at the poo, and I point at the toilet. It goes there. That'll demonstrate with the same shirt. And I pick up the poo in the toilet. You know.
Alright, so do you guys want to do the discussion now, or do you want to wait until next week, or whenever we play next to do it?
Oh, you
I
mean
guess
the phone call, you mean?
Yeah, phone call.
That's up to you, man. That's a creative decision I think you should make. I'm good either way. It might be nice to tease the.
It'll give you something to think about if
exactly.
You guys want.
Let's get on the phone.
And also, I guess
Gelbin, you're the phone guy.
Before you arrive there.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
my charisma might have gotten shot by the. Oh, they can't see shadows through phones. It's fine.
I mean, we had to have a phone.
You don't have a shadow. I can't trust you.
Exactly. No one trusts a man.
Liars don't have shadows.
It's not true.
Can't even swear on your own shadow in court. It's improper.
I swear on my new suede shoes.
Wait, shit, this is Feral Planet, not Day High. Day High. Oh, shit. Alright.
On Feral
Probably
Planet.
gonna sound a lot different.
You guys are going to shithole after shithole.
I guess
We
so.
like it there.
That's what I was saying, man. If we went
Our
up
ship,
here,
our
we
ship
didn't go
doesn't
to
look
shit.
too good yet. We don't want to go to the good
We
looking
don't wanna
place
be
until we're the good
embarrassed
looking
yet.
ship. Yeah,
I
I still gotta buff out the outside.
I don't want to be reminded of Celestia.
All right, so you head into the phone booth and you give a call.
Yep, I'll give him a call.
Spin up the rotary.
It's a dial phone. Yeah, it's like an old spin phone.
Oh god, each number.
Exactly.
All right, after it takes a little while, and you don't get a response at first, but after a bit, a figure comes onto the image. It's barely visible. It's like sort of fuzzy. Let me get something real quick. Again. You see a figure appear, and you see a scraggly grayish beard, and he has a sort of scar across his forehead. He's like, "Yes, who is it?"
Hello. My name is Geblin. I'm calling to inquire about the pest problem.
The pest? Oh, yes, the damn pests. Sent a few guys in there earlier, just a day ago, and they didn't come back. Idiots.
Oh, I'm sure. Amateurs, all of them.
Yeah, got some damn pests. They keep coming in, taking stuff, breaking stuff. Gotta kill them all.
What kind of pests are we talking about here?
Bugs.
Bugs.
Big bugs.
Are stealing
Really
things.
huge ones.
They're
They're stealing my equipment.
Children.
I was told I was allowed to mine here, even though normally you can't. Got the permit. It's legal.
Sounds good to me.
He's sort of like shoving it against the the image, and it's like taking up the entire thing.
That checks out. All right, so
I wouldn't be able to post this if I didn't have the permit.
That's true. True. All right, so some bugs, big bugs, lots of big
really big ones.
Lots of them, or like a moderate amount. Like how many are we talking?
They all look the same to me. It could just be 2.
Could just be 2, but could be 57. Got it. You're very on point with your
precise
information.
Number you picked.
Yeah, I'm very good at guessing odds, and 57 just seems like the right one. Well,
yep.
Anyway, we're on Luna now, so we're a couple days out, but we'll get out there to you and help you take care of this problem here, eh?
Yeah. Thanks.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Yeah, all right. Well, then, I'll talk to you later. See you when we get there. Can we get I guess we already have the coordinates here. Never mind. Yeah. Just if you find anything else out, we'll be there, and you let us know. All right?
Sure. Just be sure when you come that you kill all of them. I don't want to see any more.
Okay. Kevin has to shake out the dark thought that immediately popped into his head for a solution to that, but yeah, we'll see what we can do.
All right. Once you finish and I don't get any attacks for a day, I'll give you your pay.
All right. Sounds fair. Sounds reasonable.
And he's sort of like fumbling, and you hear a loud crashing as he's trying to hang up, but he doesn't seem to know how.
I'm gonna hang up without explaining how to do it to him.
All right.
I want to do one more thing before we leave tonight. I want to have Mariel draw a picture of that mysterious Warforged and burn it into his memory.
I would already put it in all of your journals. Didn't notice that. Well, there you go.
We're gonna get him one day. We're gonna get your shadow back, Kelvin. I swear. I swears it.
Are you saying that to Gelbin, or are you just kind of like in your room muttering to yourself?
More muttering to myself right now.
Alright. Gelvin's already coming up with ideas to get his shadow back. He just has to run across that guy again.
Good.
Alright, is there anything, I guess, do you have anything that you wanted to do for downtime stuff and the 3 days it'll take you to arrive?
Oh, there is one thing.
Yep.
Sniper.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you something. I think it's better for you. Maybe it is better for Gelbin, I'm not sure. Maybe you both can take a look at it. But I have a gloves of missile snaring. I think one of you guys should try it.
I already got some gloves on.
Alright, well, Gelbin?
I mean, I'll try them on. They're probably a little big.
They'll fit to you.
What do they do?
Let you catch bullets out of the air. I'm assuming you've got some nimble fingers.
You could say that.
You're rather dexterous. Good.
You
So
could say that as he flips the bullets out of his gun and then catches them and puts them back in.
as they're gloves of missile snaring from the DMG. Hold on one second. There it is.
Could always use more bullets.
Yeah, exactly. You know how they work?
I can look it up and find it.
There you go. Cool. They'll be better in your hands than they will be in mine. They'll give us another.
On my hands.
Exactly. They'll give us another defensive
Ability
there too. So.
Let me, just for reference here. Put them on the board for you guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Pretty badass looking Warforged.
That was awesome, man.
I will let you know that you could have fought him, and it wasn't impossible to win, just so you know.
I was getting the
I figured
feeling
it would be
that it
awesome.
would have been tough.
It would have been a deadly fight, though.
And it was right. I was like so tempted to, but oh man, that was awesome. That was such a great way to introduce a dude. Great session, man.
Now, yeah, I don't need specifics, but on a scale of 1 to cucked beyond all recognition, how bad is not having a shadow?
Statistically, it doesn't really change.
I know statistically
anything,
it does nothing.
but people might look at you with great suspicion when they see you don't have one. Also,
Listen, I'm gonna
there
distracted
might
by how wealthy I
certain
look. So
circumstances where it could harm you.
all right, yeah, that's what I figured.
I have the argument you make. You wear the ring. You scoff at people for having shadows because they're
Shadows.
too poor.
That's so last season.
They're too poor. They're too poor to have their shadows surgically removed.
Exactly. If I run into him again, I'll maybe I'll make a wager.
Yeah, we'll get
Probably
it
only
back.
have one thing worth my shadow him though.
I just like how
Big
Mario
gamble,
feels
but,
personally responsible for that.
He would do it. I think.
We'll get it
We'll
back.
see. He said, I have a plan. It's definitely something Gelvin would do, and it's risky. And I'll tell you, it might kill Gelvin, but it'll be dope. It'll be dope.
And you guys obviously could take a long rest so you can get back all your resources and stuff.
Thank you, sir.
So my downtime stuff, I'll probably spend. Since we have 3 days, I'll spend 1 day working on the bad news, 1 day making ammo, and then 1 day trying to train the dog, probably.
Sure.
You asked about that, so.
You can make the roll for the crafting. I'm not the for the bad news, and then for the training.
Bullets.
You don't have to roll for the bullets. No.
All right. Here is the bad news roll. 12.
You can use your gnomish ability on this. I will say.
I will use that then. I will use that. So that's a low roll. We'll use my gnome power. Where is it at? Oh, it's over here. That's where. 19 is a lot better than 12.
Yep, you can give yourself another success on that, and you feel like you're getting very close to completing it.
I'm almost there. Smell it. Alright. And then the animal handling, which is another day, right? So I could technically use the gnome ability again.
Yeah, technically.
11. And we're gonna chaos tides it. We're gonna try it again. That's low. 17.
So describe to me how you normally failing to teach this dog would actually end up being beneficial to you. Like, give me a scenario that you're thinking about.
Oh man, let me think. This is a tricky one. All right, so I'm trying to get him. Man, that's rough. I gotta think of something. There's gotta be something. It's not too outlandish. I'm also thinking about it as far as like chaotically.
Anyone else doing anything while I was thinking about that?
Maybe it's like you're trying to give him a bath, and you're like, you know, you got him, and then he's like struggling because he won't stay in the freaking bathtub. You're like, ah, fucking dog, and then you're like wrestling around for a bit, and then finally, like, in all of this, you realize that when you finally get him back in the bathtub, somehow at some point during this, he actually did take a poop in the toilet. But it just happened like during the struggle, probably more by accident than anything else. But you're like, hey, good dog, good dog, good dog. I don't know, but it's so hard to think of an example of that. I don't know what my character would be doing. He doesn't really have much for downtime activities, so he's kind of a boring guy.
Yeah, once you get to like a planet or something, there's a lot more things at your disposal. While you're just flying, you're kind of limited to what you've got on you. Like we could do. This is just an example. When you get onto a planet, is try to research about the Black Hand. If you wanted to.
Yeah. Try and get information.
But sort of like I said, the ArcNet isn't very extensive, so you can't search it like the internet.
So for now, I'm just going to be doing my normal regimen of physical exercises and probably upkeep on my armor. As well, while we're flying around in space, is it possible to get outside and, like, you know, clean the ship from the outside as it's flying around?
Yeah, for you, yeah, the both of you can do it.
Well, that's probably something that me and Sniper could do. You know, the classic, you know, us doing like repair work. Like, it's almost like landscaping for our ship because it's so old and rusted that we gotta, like, you know, clean it.
You gotta make this bad boy to shine, you know.
Exactly.
People actually want to look at it.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna do this just to represent that you guys completed that job. There you go. All right. Yeah, you think in those 3 days you could finish up getting rid of all the rust, and you think it's good now that you can start painting it if you wanted to. It doesn't look horrible and rusted now. It just looks kind of plain.
Sweet.
Nice.
Maybe a bit shiny. Maybe it sort of glints in your eye and stings a little bit, but nothing major.
I put down a visor.
I kind of got one. So, my assumption is, at this point, the dog is probably already to some extent trained. He did work with that one dude fairly well. So I'm gonna assume he's at some degree trained, maybe not, obviously using a toilet train. So instead of like it being necessarily I trained him more for this check, it was like I was trying to train him the typical, dog movie scene happened where a dog took something and proceeded to run around the ship in like a chaotic fashion for the next 15 minutes or so. And it brought us closer together, like
that is the goal,
warmed
yeah.
up to me, because again, I feel like the dog is already like trained to a degree, because he does.
It's definitely not toilet trained, but yes.
Well, yeah, he knows like basic commands like come, sit, attack, stuff like that. He doesn't know how to take a shit in a toilet and flush it. We're working on that, and we're almost there. I feel we're near a breakthrough.
So it's like me and Sniper come back from a long day of like cleaning, and we'll see you two asleep there, like beside each other. Like you're getting closer together each time.
Exactly. House is a little messed up. Things are tipped over.
But you guys are more friendly. It's nice. Exactly. That's good. Yeah.
Exactly.
I can still be angry. Clean up this mess.
Get my shadow back.
I just like a guilty look comes on my face, and they just go to the bedroom.
Get pushed. I didn't mean it, Mario. It was a joke.